Hi, my name is Dave Deeb, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm an international speaker, trainer, internet marketing, and blogging expert. I've been doing this for over a decade now, and I'm a very transparent guy, so feel free to connect with me on social media. I'm not one of those guys that kind of disconnects from everything. I'm very easy to find on Facebook, Twitter. Now, that being said, what I'm about to share with you today has resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales for myself and my clients all around the world. As you're going to see shortly, this formula is almost impossible for anyone to fail. There are no excuses that can stop you from making this happen. There are just way too many successful case studies to back this up. Now, I have a big promise for you today. I'm going to show you exactly how to make more money online and finally get total financial freedom without the constant spending on new products and advertising methods that just don't work or they fall short. And without learning how to build web pages, complicated systems, and working around the clock 24/7. You're also going to learn the #1 crazy secret strategy that puts this whole entire process on steroids. And I'll tell you, if you stay till the end, I'm going to give you my complete access, free access to my latest product, which is Massive List Builder and Traffic Academy for free. So when there's such a high failure rate online, like 95+%, why am I so confident that this can work for anybody? Well, the question I get that always plays over in my mind, why can one person become successful online when someone just as clever can fail online? The reality is, I've seen some very not so smart people get rich online, and I've also seen some clever people fail again and again. Why is that? Are they doing the wrong thing maybe? Or are they always searching for new information to become a success but do nothing with it? Or are they studying the wrong information? These people are clever. They know there's a problem, but they just don't know how to fix it. So recently I took time to reflect and review all my successful clients over the past few years that I've been consulting people to online success. And I noticed a pattern to every single one of these success stories, and not one of them left out. And that's what this presentation is all about. I'm going to share with you today what I've discovered from all my past client successes. And today I want to teach you exactly how to do it. Is that fair? And I can tell you, if you're not growing a business online, it's because you haven't done this or you're doing it wrong. I've heard of stories where people failed for years in internet marketing and didn't have any money until they followed this advice. Anyone can have success with this. You don't need to be an expert, no experience needed, and it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. If you're ready for success and a fresh start, then this can work for you too. So my question to you is, are you ready for success and a fresh start? With all the hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've helped people make online, it all comes back to this simple 3-step formula. So take note, as this is powerful stuff. And it's amazing how simple it sounds too. However, do not let the simplicity fool you. I say, why make things hard, right? Okay, so let's start by answering this question. You can answer this question to yourself. Who's bought information in the past? Who's bought a how-to product? When I mean a how-to product, how to do this, how to do that, I mean, you see them all over the internet, how to build a WordPress blog, how to do SEO, how to, do video marketing. There's tons and tons of them. Who thought they needed to become a web designer or an SEO expert and spend 24/7 connected to the internet to make money online? Well, this is the furthest from the truth. Sometimes I will go days without posting anything on Facebook or any social media. Who sold information in the past? Who's made any money on the internet in the past? This is what most people think they need to learn in order to make it, and this is the furthest from the truth also. Now, when I got going in, I thought this is what you had to learn. I mean, I call it the shiny new object syndrome. Everything was just coming at me 100 miles a minute. But guess what? You don't need to learn any of this. The real power of selling information is you can work from anywhere, just a smartphone. Now, I used to have a laptop. We call it the laptop lifestyle. But now, if you've got a top-of-the-line smartphone, you can get away with just that. You can enjoy low startup costs, access a world of buyers. You're open 24/7 around the clock. One-to-many selling, not one-to-one. And that's the biggest difference right there. You don't have to go around and do local networking, work from an office. You can be your own boss, ultimate job security, and it's a truly global business. Folks, I get sales in at 3 in the morning on a Sunday night. I don't care if it's a Saturday morning. It doesn't matter. Things come in from all over the globe. With this basic formula, you need two things. You need traffic, and you need an offer. Okay? You don't need to focus on all the fads that people are peddling you. You just need to take it to the core on how all successful people make money. And you can then leave the rest on the back burner. The strange thing is, most people quit before doing this and run off for some magic pill. Now, the reality is, all you need to do is create an offer and drive traffic to it. Now, I know you might have objections or questions over creating a product or driving traffic. It's okay. We're going to cover them today. And if you have any outstanding questions, I'm going to stick around till the end, and I'm going to do a question and answer period. So now you saw the basic formula. What is the third step? It is a power blog. Now, I'm not talking about some regular blog. A power blog that gives you instant authority. It gives you a place to build your brand. This is not your average blog. There's no writing or figuring out how to get visitors. Stick with me. I'm going to show you the difference. It also drives the cost of traffic way down if you use any kind of paid traffic. If you're using Facebook, Twitter, Google, or any other paid platforms. Now, I love Facebook ads, but when you connect it to a power blog, your cost per click, your prices go way down, sometimes even into the pennies, okay? And we all know that traffic has gotten very costly. But with a blog, you can create the content wrapped around with an incentive to have people connect over to your sales page. When you run paid ads, the platform charges way less because you're promoting content, and everyone likes content. When they come to your blog, they can click on banners and links and go anywhere. Your offers, your email list. Now, your email list, you can send offers to any time you want. They say every email is worth $1. So if you have 50,000 emails, that is an average of $50,000 that you would make just sending out one email to your list where they can purchase an offer. It can be your offer. It can be even an affiliate offer. Okay, now I'm getting ready to go on a couple-week holiday here right away. I'm going to schedule out all my emails so the money keeps coming in as I'm gone. So by having a power blog as the main hub, these are the benefits. Leverage the work of other people. No selling to friends and family. Your own offers and affiliate offers are connected to this blog. Affiliate links are easy to get and manage. Create your own digital product, which gets you instant authority status. And I'm going to get into that in the next slides. Your email list can build completely automated. You don't need to be a writer. I outsource my blogging getting written per post, anywhere from like $3, $4, $5 a post, even up to at $10, depending on the quality. I also get people that want to write for free, just to add it to my blog. And finally, you build your brand and authority. This is a real business. Once people know you, they just keep coming to your blog. Let's say eventually you stop creating products, coaching, dealing with clients, consulting. Your blog can run automated, hands off, just send an email and it's all set up. So here it is. What I like about this business model, it can be completely automated. Not just a blog, but automate traffic with affiliates. You automate the back end with email marketing. So the affiliate traffic replaces you having to drive any kind of traffic or pay for any traffic. It goes to your offer, and then you're building an email list, and the email marketing is in the back end. Your power blog, which you can see in the green blocks, is the main hub. All your links, all your affiliate pages, all your sales pages, landing pages, everything comes off the blog. Okay? And when I can show you how to do some basic SEO on this to really launch this thing, and guess what? You don't need to do it with plugins and backlinking. That is completely old school. But we have some crazy, unique strategies that are all white hat, but nobody's doing them. Okay, so In fact, I've used just one information product to make a couple $100,000 in just 6 months. This was a year and a half ago. Now, I like to take a picture of all this. I don't actually take pictures of money like this, but I saw this picture. I had to put it on the slide. So today when I'm speaking on stage, here's a time when people have objections or excuses why they cannot do this for themselves. They believe there's no way they can create their own information product. Do you know you can create an information product without even being an expert or anything? You just need to know the formula that I'm going to teach today, the non-expert method. So what is that? Well, have you ever read the book Think and Grow Rich? Over 70 million copies of that book have been sold worldwide. And Napoleon Hill wasn't an expert. In fact, he was just a reporter and interviewed the expert. Now, in my wildest dreams, I don't expect to sell 70 million copies of my products, although that would be amazing. So let's bring this down to reality. And a good place to start is with a recent story of one of my consulting clients, Jonathan. Notice, this is nothing hard. In fact, it's as simple as ABC to make 10K per month online in a business. Not too long ago, Jonathan wanted to get out of the rat race working as an insurance agent. He knew he could make money online selling information products. As he wasn't an expert, we created his own blog and then his own information product on how to build one. He speaks to people all the time using Skype. Best part is it's on his schedule. He is now the master on the subject of list building. In fact, in his first week, he made $2,000 in sales. Built his own list of customers, earns automated money from Google, AdSense, affiliate marketing, and his own offers. He works about 5 hours per week. How ironic is that? Now he can simply send a single email to this customer list and make thousands of dollars in sales anytime he pleases. And the best part, folks, is a lot of us are doing that. Now here's some interesting facts. The sales page and the blog were really bad. One of the worst sales letters I've ever read, in fact. No offense if you're watching, Jonathan. Actually, Jonathan gave me permission to say this, but because the product had so many testimonials from customers on how great the product was it keeps selling. However, Jonathan had hit a glass ceiling in his income, and he wanted to grow his business even faster and wants to get to $8,000 per month and do it within 60 days. So question, would you like to know what I've been teaching Jonathan? So here's the steps that I'm helping him with so he can finally become financially independent. While enjoying the freedom the internet provides, I helped Jonathan create his second information product. This product basically tells his story of making the 2K in 7 days and teaches others what he did. Here's the interesting part. The product creation took us less than a day from start to finish. And now he owns his own information product, and now he's the expert. Again, how ironic is that? Can you see how simple this can really be? Sure, you may have questions, but that's part of the process. Jonathan has questions for me. In fact, most of my consulting clients have questions for me daily, and that's what I'm here for. So we'll release his product soon. Jonathan will get new customers buying his product, traffic to an offer. He's got the main power blog. Now here's the cool part, back-end offer. Naturally, when you sell something of value, a percentage of people will be willing to spend more money if you give them the opportunity. Knowing this, and knowing Jonathan can help people in this area making a couple $1,000s in a few days, I've helped him create a more exclusive program with more personal access to him. You know, some private phone calls or email access. And this will play twofold. One, you make more money selling higher priced products. You help more clients quicker by charging them more money. Do you agree with this? Do you agree that you can add more value when someone pays you more money? Well, if you don't agree, let me explain how it's a true statement. 1,000 people pay you $10, let's say. I find it hard to look after them all, and because they become successful, and basically make sure they become successful. But if 2 people paid you $5,000, you will know their names and be able to help service them better. Less customers can deliver you more value and create more success stories, which in turn create basically creates more customer demand. And take a look at this example of Jonathan, how he can get there. Jonathan started off, he was not an expert. He became an expert. He is now a true expert, okay? And we did the same formula as Think and Grow Rich. So question, would you help others once you become the next success story? Do you promise me that? Good, as I'm only looking to work with people who are going to use this stuff ethically. The good news is I wasn't born an expert. Now, some of you that know me, you know my story, but for those of you that don't, you know, people always have excuses why they think that, you know, Dave, you're the expert. It's fine, look at me now, look at my track record. However, remember, even I had to start. And I worked as an over-the-road truck driver. And I had 2 young kids. I remember trying phone sales and any business opportunity while driving down the highway. I sold physical goods. I discovered internet marketing, which worked perfect because I was on the road an awful lot. I was working a 90-hour work week. I got lost, got into massive debt. Wasted years trying it alone. I was so pissed off back then. I even quit truck driving and went back full-time, or went full-time in this industry. I got into a ton of debt. Lost a lot of my friends trying to get this internet marketing started. It's depressing trying to start out making money online when you're not making anything and everyone keeps telling you how easy it is. It just drives you nuts. But I stopped feeling sorry for myself. I stopped spinning my wheels, stopped wasting time on all this crap. I knew I needed to invest in a mentor, a real mentor. I knew the few $100s in my bank wasn't going to get me what I needed. So I dug deep, got a mentor. It actually cost me about $5K, but I knew there was no other way. I found out that all the most successful people had mentors. It was get a mentor or never make it. I had to do it for my family. Can anybody relate with that? So I did it. I borrowed the 5K. I got a mentor. Not sure if you saw my video where I explain it. The following month, I made $22,000. Okay, now this is my mentor. Alex Jeffries on the left and Adam Davies on the right. If you know who Alex is, you can Google him. Alex Jeffries runs a very large coaching company. I've been working with these guys now for the last 2.5, almost 3 years. So the process, that year I made over 100,000. First ever information product. I made the correct choices and learned you have to invest in yourself. You have to get a mentor. You can build an online business on a shoestring budget, sure, but without a mentor, and they knew that would cost, but it was worth every penny. So since learning the process of making my first 6-figure year online, this is a picture of a text that I get every time someone pays me. Sometimes I get these every hour. I love it. Now I bring in sales anywhere from $50 all the way up to $50,000. But I set it so that I get these on my phone for anywhere from $2,500 and above, and I love it. Okay, multiple others making over $400K in the year last year. This formula has helped my clients make into the tens of millions of dollars. But what's funny about all this is I didn't set out to be the successful online. I just got started to provide for my family. So what's your why? What do you want from the internet? What do you want from your own business? This is my wife and I. Last summer, we were able to go to a place that was on our bucket list called Lake Louise. It is in the middle of the mountains in Canada. This hotel was unbelievable because of the lifestyle that I've created. This is possible. Now, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I would have never been able to afford to live in a place like this. There was no way. But because of this, because of the industry, because of what we created, and we could keep money coming in every day, this became very, very possible. I remember asking that question to one of my consulting clients, Brian. At the time of him coming to me for consulting, he was over $150,000 in debt when we started working together. He had no idea how to get started. He was working as an accountant, working for himself, a 70-plus hour work week. I told him to stay focused because he used to jump around and try a new business almost every week. He had to face reality on where he was and what he'd be doing. I created his blog, helped him get his complete business in order. Make it automated. Very soon he was able to start helping and teaching these people with what he was doing. Within the first 30 days of working with me, he made $3,000. Just following this 3-step system, the following 12 months, he banked over $150K online with me, with just one site. Heck, that's over $10,000 per month in just reoccurring revenue alone. Another client, Kevin Knight, came to me to help him start his online business. We're working together to do a full launch of his new product, Create My Freedom. Again, this is helping him create authority and a brand, and the process is the same. Traffic to an offer with the Power Blog as the main hub. Now that last client that I showed you, Kevin, all his sales pages and everything are connected to his main blog. So what's important is none of these people were experts. None of these were good at writing sales pages. None of these are technical people, okay? Yet they all became successful following a proven formula, and they didn't worry about all the fads or distractions that were receptive every day, receptive to every day. By helping people keep focused and helping them keep it simple, I now have a folder of success stories from people all over the globe. And here are just a handful of testimonials of people that purchased one of my products. Now, this isn't a fluke. So my question to you, are you ready for the success that you've always dreamed of? You need to ask yourself these questions as well. How motivated are you on a scale of 1 to 10 to do something about this right now? 10 being the highest. Perfect. I am excited to work with you. Now, if I didn't mention this, I'd be doing you a disservice. I'm on the lookout for my next success story. Is it you? Are you ready for the success you've dreamed about? I'm about to allow a select few people to apply to one of my highest level programs. Before I tell you what I will do for you, let me be clear who it's not for. If you're a moaner, whiner, excuse maker, people who are still looking for that push button magic, shiny new object syndrome is what I call it. People who want to learn internet marketing to use it unethically. People who would rather buy the next shiny object instead of investing in themselves and their businesses. People who refuse to take action, then this definitely isn't for you. So who is this for? People who are ready to take action and implement real steps for success. People who are ready to become a creator and sell products online. It doesn't matter if you're a complete newbie or you're making 6 figures online. It's actually probably better if you're new, because we can start from fresh and you're not tarnished. This is a very unique opportunity. My inner group gets a lot of my time and energy and high-level attention every day. This is not some crappy product or a do-it-yourself video course. This is real-life consulting from myself, Dave Deeb, where my focus is your online success. Now imagine having me on the end of the phone every week to answer your questions. So what do you get from this? Well, it's an 8-week course, group consulting, email support with a Facebook group access. Now here's the difference. You're going to learn all this in 8 weeks, but we have a complete done-for-you element where we build it all for you. But in week 1, we're going to show you how to build a power brand, how to position yourself as a leader in the industry, and command top rates by launching your own digital products. Sell on Facebook. Week 2, the components of a successful funnel, right from building a list and selling your digital product. Week 3, you're going to learn how to start and manage your own blog, your power blog. This is your hub. You're going to learn how to monetize your blog with automated offers. Use our secret content and traffic strategies to connect a blog. Affiliate marketing is week 4. I make a lot of money with affiliate marketing, and this is basically marketing other people's stuff. Now, ClickBank, Aweber, just about every tool or service out there comes with an affiliate program. Week 5, everything you need to know about SEO. Learn how to rank sites, videos, and content fast. Now, back in my corporate days, I ranked a lot of websites, top industries, some of the top sites that are still around today on SEO, and put them on the first page of Google and I can teach you everything that I learned in that. Week 6, you're going to learn Facebook ads. Okay, Facebook ads is not just a matter of putting a credit card in and gambling with the ads. It is a process. You're going to learn other platforms that I love: Twitter, retargeting, Instagram, content marketing. Now, a lot of people don't know what retargeting is. What is retargeting? Retargeting, have you ever found an ad on Facebook and then you go on to, let's say, Fox News or CNN or Best Buy or any other big website out there, and you find that ad's following you around? That's called retargeting, and it works like a charm. So week 7, how to get your first client, depending on your business. Some people want to start doing the same thing I do. Some people want to actually sell to clients, okay? So we're going to give you strategies to market your business. No cold calling, spamming people. This can be done completely automated. Some people don't want to talk to people, and that's fine too. Week 8, we're going to show you how to make money and earn $10K to $100K per month. Now, how can I teach you that? Because I've made the money, I've made 6 figures, and I know what it's like to make 6 figures per month. I also know what it's like to make nothing per month when I first started off. Okay, so here's the best part about this program, folks, is most of it is a done-for-you element. What does done for you mean? It means that myself and my team are going to build you a complete power blog funnel with all the sales copy, design, and graphics. You're going to receive immediate access to my VIP membership training. You're going to be able to watch videos, send emails for support, and get on live calls. I'm going to build you one digital product that can be given away to your list. This will be the key to creating your authority in the marketplace. I will also build and show you how to get your own digital products up and out to the marketplace. This is where the money really starts to come. Launch paid digital products. Build your email list. Create one of the top power blogs in the market. This is the best model on the product, the best model in the business. I love it. And bonus, you get lifetime free access to all my digital products that I come out with. And one thing that I like to emphasize is, even though this is an 8-week training, a year from now, 2 years from now, we're always adding new content to this site. Guess what? You have lifetime access to that membership site where you can get updates to all the new content. The next part, this is where you get the opportunity to ask many questions as you like. I've never not been able to answer any questions, and I have basically consulting clients in hundreds of niches. You'll be following a proven path. At the end of the call, there is an intergroup strategy session where you get the chance to jump on a live call and personally speak to me, where I will help you build a business. I'll give you the exact steps. I'll look at your site, sales copy, product, critique them. How cool is that? Give you that focus. Plus, you'll be part of an exclusive group, including the people we talked about today and many other successful people. Also, great new group of people just starting out that are actually joining us. So you'll not feel alone or left out ever again. You'll be part of a great network group to ensure you get on the fast track fast. And folks, you know what the best part is? I'm not teaching you something from 3, 4 years, 5-year-old material. I'm actually part of a high-level group of Alex Jeffries and Adam Davies that meets every quarter in San Diego. So as they're giving me new content, new strategies, and I'm putting these into play, I'm sharing this with you also. Now, at the beginning, I mentioned that if you stayed until the end, you'd get access to my newest product, Massive List Builder and Traffic Academy. I will be sending everyone an email right after the webinar where you will just have to click on the link and it'll take you to the membership site where you will not be charged for a fee, and it's completely my free gift to you. Okay? Now, it's a $10 product that I sell on JVZoo, and I'm giving you completely free access to this, no cost at all. Now, if you're ready for fast action success, then fill out this form and tell me why you want this more than ever. And don't let experience hold you back. Brian Anderson was clueless when he started with me, yet earning hundreds of thousands and now being retired is a nice place and amount to have made. Working together, I will not leave you by the wayside. I will take you by the hand and drag you, kicking and screaming if I have to. Of course, that's funny, but I will do that if I need to. I remember Jonathan starting out. His product was ready, but he had the fear of failure. So he didn't do anything. So I was straight up with Jonathan and told him what to do. And I would support him, and he did 15K in 72 hours. He was shocked. I wasn't. Now, Jonathan has since gone over to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not bad for a guy that ummed and ahed about working with me. The truth is, Jonathan is like most people. He tried to hold back when push come to shove. And that's okay, as Jonathan is like most people that I consult with. A lot are scared of success, and most are scared of failure, which stops them before we work together. Without a mentor, fear stops most people dead in their tracks. So I have a question for you. Right now, what is stopping you from success? If you like what I've shown you today and you realize that you need help, then just click on the link or go to that link there and just fill out the form. And here's my pledge to you. I will help you create your first product, no matter what your experience is. Heck, my team will actually build it for you and create your own cash-generating blog that will earn money from AdSense and affiliate offers while we're launching your brand, okay? So just like Jonathan, when he first started, he had kind of a crappy looking blog. We've kind of evolved, and we want to make those for you and make sure you have the proper theme, the proper plugins, everything, you know, the right content, graphics, so that when your audience sees it, they get pulled towards it. So you just need to fill out the form. We can schedule a time to get on the phone and give you a game plan. Imagine having your own online business set up and selling your own product within the next 30 days. It is possible, you know. Let's get on the phone, map out a unique plan together. You're going to speak with myself, okay? You're not going to speak to a salesperson or a receptionist or anybody else. You're going to speak to me personally, Dave Deeb, okay? And if we decide to work with each other, at the end of the call, I'll help you every step of the way. And of course, this is the first come, first served basis, as we can't talk with everyone. We expect a lot of applications, and the ones we feel that we can help will get the most priority. So feel free to take the time, fill out the application, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. However, if you follow what I say today, you'll always have new questions all the time. And if you don't have someone answer these questions, once again, they can stop you dead in your tracks. We all know what it's like to make money without being the expert. You just have to have a proven plan and someone who's been there and done it before. Someone to hold your hand and guide you to receive the rewards an online business can bring you. And I can assure you, everything is learnable skill that we'll be working on. And the best way to learn it is hands-on, not studying, but actually doing, okay? So even though this is an 8-week program, we want you to get started making money within the first few days. So if you're ready to build the business of your dreams, I'd like you to fill out the form here. And we can talk on the phone about getting you started. This is what excites me about classes like this. I get to meet new people that have the potential to be the next future success story, like the many newcomers before you. I want you to imagine having me on the phone, at the end of the phone, every week to help you with the next steps. This opportunity is for a small group of savvy people who I will help you with. We can't work with everyone. For the first 4 people that decide to work with us, I am offering them a chance to have their power blog and product featured for a full entire year. I can assure you that I have never done this before at all. Now that means the first 4 people, we're going to almost, guarantee you success. We can't guarantee success, but we're going to feature you and do everything in our power to make sure that your blog and your product, by us endorsing it and featuring it, we want to make sure that you succeed. So there's nothing to lose by filling out that application form. Again, level of experience is not a concern. I'm just looking for people who are determined for success. And if I see you're serious, then I'll be serious. And you can have full access to myself via email and the phone, as well as my team to help you become the next internet success story. So basically go here now and fill out the form. And if you have any questions,